Hi there guys, welcome to the Alpine Style video series. I just descended from the Margo Pass up there from Chamba. Got into beautiful Pangi Valley here, actually on the border between Pangi and Lahore. Started raining, so it was a little bit cold and soaked. Lucky I found this beautiful cave shelter. Welcome to my cave. So let's talk in the second video after minimalistic packing about night shelter specific. How do you keep yourself warm at higher altitudes with not carrying too much weight? Many of the high altitude hikers in the Himalayas carry these 60-liter backpacks, 25-30 kilograms, and they are just struggling against the back, not really against the mountains. So I think there are four important things to carry. Apart from that, I would like to also say that whatever campsite you choose, try to find something out of the wind, because wind will be continuously cooling down and you're basically losing body heat. So make sure to, if possible, camp in the vegetation, find a shelter like this, but stay out of the wind, which will really make it very cold no matter how much layers you put on. So one misconception, I would say, really everyone has that thing of, oh, we need to carry like a tent, and preferably like a big tent, heavy tent. Totally wrong misconception. All you need is a small tarpaulin sheet, or what I carry, a 500 gram BV. Brand doesn't matter. This one is just like a waterproof mummy that even if you sleep in the open in the rain, it will keep you dry. It's waterproof. It also has an insect net, so you can open it up. It's breathable and insects or reptiles cannot get to you. So ditch those 2-3 kilogram tents, guys, because you're just slugging against too much weight. Second one is, of course, the sleeping bag. Sleeping bag is very important, but again, I see many people carrying huge bags, very bulky, quite heavy, 2-3 kilograms. What you see here is a small gift actually from a friend, Huzefa, from the Himalayas, who is having again, not to sell any brands, but in this case Blue Bolt. This is a quilt, so it's 600 grams and it keeps me warm till -5, -10. Tested it in the Pinari glaciers, camped even in Ralam at 3,600 meters in May, inside the snow, actually very cold outside, rivers were frozen, but I was nice, cozy and comfy. So this is not a sleeping bag, it's a quilt. So a quilt is basically something that, okay, has a food box, but otherwise it's open on the base. A sleeping bag is actually a misconcept, a wrong design. What keeps you warm is actually the insulation, the air which is captured in this insulative material. So as you sleep on a sleeping bag at the base, you compress that and the insulation is not going to work anyway, so there's no point in closing it at the base. Instead of that, very important is of course also good mats. I used to carry thermocoil, which is very light, but the only issue with thermocoil is that it actually absorbs a little bit of water. So now I carry this Quesha mat, which is basically pretty good. I think it's 12 mm. Has been through a rough time already in the bushes, but basically a good mat that keeps you warm, insulated from the cold underground is very important, combined with this one. And then basically you layer up. There's no need to carry bulky bags or bulky tents. You just in the night you put on a couple of layers. So I just basically use my t-shirts, one extra t-shirt, have a 200 gram puff jacket on top of this, preferably a hoodie that closes up the heads and keeps like the body heat fully trapped. If you want, on top of this you can also put your rain jacket to further capture the body heat. With those 2-3 layers you can get in your quilt or sleeping bag. Voila. And if you don't have a shelter, I've been sleeping in the open actually 90% of the time, but in case of rains you just slip inside your mummy BV, and with 4 or 5 layers I can guarantee you, you'll be very warm. Okay, that's it for night shelter. See you guys soon in the next video.